Hi guys, it's Lori. Long time no see. Oh gosh, last time I vlogged was like 9 days ago, I think. And that was when I had my meetup with Connie, so it wasn't really an update. But anyway, I am on day 113 of life maintenance. And I'm at 125.4. I was down zero point 0.2 this morning. Um, I'm 4 pounds exactly above my LIW, so I'm real happy with that. And I'm going to get to my stats a little bit later on because there's going to be some food porn involved, and I'll warn you first. So if you don't want to hear about the food porn, you don't have to. I'll talk a little bit about life maintenance, and I'm going to include a tip, and I'll do that before the food porn. I'm going to include a tip on resisting treats in life maintenance. Okay? If you hear any strange sounds, I'm not passing gas or anything like that. It's my pug. It's cold outside. They can't stay outside today. See him down there? Yeah, he's chewing on a pig ear, so he'll be pretty snorty. He's a snorter. Okay, Tuesday's tip. I'm going to start out with Tuesday's tip. So if that's all you tuned in for, you can watch it and be on your way. Mascara. I got this tip from Pinterest. Don't ask me the website or whatever. I don't know. I just saw it on Pinterest several times, so I decided to try it. I'm telling you about it here because it works. There's plenty of things on Pinterest that don't work. This does. I use Avon Super Shock. That's completely beside the point. Doesn't matter. Nice big fat brush. All right, so it's getting low. It's getting to the point where I could probably throw this in the trash and replace it. So instead of doing that, being frugal and all, I mean, who wants to waste money, right? I'm sure there's still plenty left in this. It just, the brush doesn't reach it or whatever. Equate brand contact solution, multi-purpose solution. My husband has contacts. He uses this. It's like $5 for 2 of these 12-ounce bottles, 5 something. So I mean, you can get one of these for like $3. This thing would last you like a lifetime, just to use it for this. So here's what you do: tip it up, 3 or 4 drops right in the mascara. Stir it around in there. I'm telling you, it freshens it right up, and it works. And it'll last me another 2 or 3 weeks, and then I will probably do it again with about 2 drops, and use it a couple more weeks, then throw it in the garbage. I've never tried it a third time. I don't know about that, but it doesn't make it smear, or it doesn't change it at all. Not at all. So there's your Tuesday's tip, and it works. Okay, moving right along. Let me take a sip of my coffee. Donna O. You asked me what I was reading. And you asked me this, I don't know, a couple weeks or so ago, and I keep thinking about it. I never answered. I need to answer that. I'm reading a vampire book, so, you know, not everybody's into that kind of stuff. But you asked me what I was reading, so it's called A Shade of Vampire. There's 4 books in the series right now, and I'm on book 3. It's not related in any way, shape, or form to 50 Shades. Just so you know. It's not erotic or anything like that. It's just a young adult vampire series. That's the kind of books I like. Anyway, that's what I'm reading. I want to give you a little review on the Spiralizer. Okay. It's alright. It's alright. It doesn't suction to my counter, so it kind of slides around, and I have to, when you're trying to crank it, my knuckles kind of hit a little bit. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm a reject. You know, whatever. It slides across the countertop, so I have to try and stabilize it to the countertop and crank at the same time. You kind of got to push a little bit to get the stuff, well, whatever. Not impressed. Just not. It does make good zucchini noodles. It does work well for that. You just got to hold it down at the time. So at least I do with mine. So non-scale victory. Last weekend on the 19th was my mom's birthday, and I made her a cake, and I had none. I didn't even lick the frosting. I'm not a finger licker or anything anyways when I'm cooking, you know. That's gross. I don't do it. I wouldn't want somebody to do that when they're cooking something for me, so I don't do it. Anyhow, totally beside the point. I didn't eat any of it. But the real victory was the fact that I went to her house. My aunt and uncle from New York are here, and they're actually coming through Ohio right now. They're driving to California. They're moving there. There was snacks. There was goodies. I ate Nothing. So let me just tell you, this is going to be my life maintenance tip. Why did I not eat the cake? Why did I not eat at Mom's house? I knew I had healthy alternatives here at home. Tasty, delicious ones. So I just resisted, and it was so much easier to resist knowing that I could come home and have something else. My mom always has goodies, always. And I knew there would be food there, obviously, but it wasn't a gathering that was a meal or anything like that. So if it had been, I would have brought a healthy alternative with me to share. And that's my tip. Try to always have a healthy alternative available to you, whether you make up breads or brownies or cookies or muffins or whatever. Make it up. Take a Sunday afternoon and do some baking and portion it out for yourself and put it in the freezer. And if an unexpected craving hits, grab it out. You know, it doesn't take that long to thaw out something like that. Grab it out and eat that instead. Or when you go to a gathering, take a healthy alternative with you to share and kind of try to go to that instead of the crap. Delicious crap, but crap nonetheless. I mean, honestly, I could eat sugary, whatever, carb-filled, whatever. I could eat that kind of stuff. And as long as I'm hungry, I could eat it and not gain weight the next day. I might even lose. It's happened. I can do that. I can eat quite a few different things as long as I'm hungry and be fine the next day. But the problem with it is, if I eat the junk, I'm going to crave it for a week. It's going to take me a week to get over the craving. So that's the problem with doing that. That's the benefit of having something healthy alternative available to you. And I am 1,000 times more satisfied after I eat a healthy alternative than I am for the few moments of indulgence on the crap. So that's just my life maintenance tip. Keep that in mind. Love yourself enough to do that. Do it. It helps. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and get into a little bit of food porn. I'm going to tell you some things I've been eating. Okay, I don't know when I vlogged last, but I had a day where I had eaten for dinner. The side dish I made was green bean casserole, and that's something I've never had in maintenance or whatever, aside from Thanksgiving last year, which I can't even count that because I ate tons of different things, so I have no idea what that would have done to me just to have that. But the next day, I was up 2.4, and it had to have been that. I have no idea what else would have caused it. So, I mean, obviously it wasn't fat. You don't gain 2.4 pounds of fat overnight. But the next day, I just ate clean P3, and the next day I was down 1.4. The day after that, I was down 0.2, and the day after that, I was down 0.8. And this is just from eating clean P3. You know, I decided that I wanted to do, even though I was at 125.4, every once in a while, just get the notion to do a steak day. So I did one. I did a steak day, and the next day I was down 1.8, so that took me to 123.6. As I said earlier in the vlog, today I am at 125.4, so I've gained some of it back. Not a big deal. It really isn't. I mean, like on Sunday, I had a Reiki class that I took, and it was 5 hours long, and she provided lunch, which was hummus and pita chips and some of these gluten-free sesame crackers. They're from Costco. I don't remember the brand or anything, but they're really good. She had like a fruit salad and some carrots and celery. So, I mean, I had that, and I was real snacky later. Really, really snacky. Tired and snacky feeling. She said we'd be really tired when we left, and she was right. But anyway, I mean, I just snacked on. I had potato chips. I had string cheese. I had pumpkin bread. And that's, you know, and I also had supper. You know, I had these meatloaf muffins that I made. They were super good. I made a P3 meatloaf with the ground beef. Did I write down what it was? I don't necessarily remember everything I put in it. I didn't put any cracker crumbs or breadcrumbs or none of that kind of stuff. Just the ground beef. I put some shredded sharp cheddar in it. Put them in muffin tins, the big muffin tins. Put a well in the center and filled it with French-style green beans. And I saw this recipe somewhere, but I didn't follow a recipe. I just kind of remembered sort of how they did it. Put the green beans in it, covered it with a slice of bacon that I had cut in half so it would fit on top, and baked it. Oh my gosh, it was so good. I ate quite a bit, and I was up a pound the next day. Didn't worry about it, and that was yesterday. I was up a pound, and today I'm down 0.2. So I'm going to tell you what I had for supper last night. For supper last night, I had a casserole that I made. I used some crock pot chicken mixed with black beans and some enchilada sauce, and I cooked some quinoa. And for the quinoa, I cooked it with the water that it called for. I did like 2 parts water, 1 part enchilada sauce, and that's what I cooked it in. There was some seasonings and onions and stuff like that in with it too. And I put that quinoa down in a casserole dish. On top of that, I put the chicken with the black beans and the enchilada sauce. And on top of that, I put cheese. I baked it in the oven for about, I don't know, 10 or 12 minutes. It was really good. If you make that, you're going to want to make a salad or something to go with it because you could easily overeat on that stuff, let me tell you. And so I did have a salad with it. And today I was down 0.2. John went to day shift finally. I don't think I told you that. I don't think I said that yet. But he finally went to day shift, and that's kind of nice because he got transferred to day shift in August, but he just finally got to go last Monday. And it's been nice because he's going to bed like between 10 and 11 o'clock at night. And so within half an hour or so, I go to bed too. And that's nice because the kids are getting to bed earlier and I'm getting relaxed earlier and able to get to bed a little bit earlier. So it's just been nice. I'm getting a little bit more sleep and things are getting a little bit more normal around here. So if you can call anything normal these days. But anyway, before this gets any longer, I think that's all I have to say. So see ya.